Hi, I'm Dr. Marc Sklar and welcome to Fertility TV. In this episode, I'm going to talk about the 4 reasons why you might not be getting your period. So stay tuned. Hi, I'm Dr. Marc Sklar and welcome back to Fertility TV. I work with patients from all over the world through my online fertility programs, my private one-on-one coaching, and locally here in San Diego in my 2 clinics. And oftentimes I get questions about why I'm not getting my period. So this video is going to talk about the 4 main reasons why you might be missing your period or not getting it at all. First and foremost is going to be a hormone imbalance. Oftentimes that might happen because you've been on the pill, the birth control pill, for quite some time. You get off of it and you're not getting your cycle when you're used to getting it so regularly when you were on it. That's because your body's trying to adjust to being off the birth control pill. So hopefully for you, this is just a temporary thing, right? You were on the birth control pill, now their body has to make those hormones all by itself, so it's got to adjust a little bit. Hopefully it's temporary. If it's not, then we need to look deeper at what hormones are off, estrogen, progesterone, maybe some other hormones, and figure out what we need to do about that. Sometimes women are put on the birth control pill because they have irregular cycles to begin with. And so they're told that, well, if we put you on the pill, this will take care of it. Well, oftentimes it doesn't, because it's not fixing the problem. It's just a little Band-Aid. Band-Aid's off, problem's back, right? So that's another reason why. And if it's not because of the birth control pill, oftentimes it's because we have other hormonal imbalances and irregularities that need to be addressed. And they weren't induced by the birth control pill, but they were induced by other hormone dysregulating products, like being exposed to more estrogen or stress, which can absolutely do it. So these are some of the basics with my area number 1 when we talk about hormone imbalance. Number 2, overexercise or eating too little food, or really trying to be worried about your weight and controlling what you're eating and how much you're eating. So I see this all the time, especially when it comes to the exercise portion of things. I see this a lot with my teenage patients who they're starting to menstruate and physically active, so they're really overtraining for whatever sport they're in. This can absolutely throw off their cycles, can actually send them into a PCOS type of pattern. Also for women who are just used to exercising, now it's caught up to them. Or you've gone from not exercising at all to doing CrossFit or extreme exercise, and that will trigger it and throw off your cycles as well. We have to be careful with exercise and calorie restrictions, because oftentimes those happen together because we're trying to manage our weight. And those 2 are a bad recipe. It's actually a recipe for disaster. It's going to throw off your cycles, throw off your hormones, and really increase cortisol and stress, and we just need to be mindful of that. So that's number 2. Number 3, well, the more common one for not getting your period is PCOS. I see this all the time, and PCOS is just a common pattern why we might have irregular hormones and very long cycles or no cycles at all. So if that's the case, then we really need to figure out which pattern type you are in the PCOS profile and then really address that. And then number 4, sleep. You might not think it is, but it absolutely is. If we're not getting good quality sleep, enough of it, and at the right times, it will throw off our hormones, because it's also going to cause more stress in the body. And we get stress in multiple and various ways, and sleep is just one of them. So when it comes to sleep, the more common times I see this is really with shift work or night shift. And I see this in my nurses. They're on a night shift program and they think, oh, I'm just doing just fine. I actually have a patient right now. She just transitioned to night shift, and prior to that, her cycles were regular, or we had gotten them to be regular. She transitioned to night shift, and they maintained the regularity for the first 2-3 months, but now we're starting to see that night shift catch up with her because of everything I've mentioned, and it's throwing off her cycle. So, sometimes it doesn't happen so fast, but we'll see it down the line, and we forget that we transitioned to night shift 4 months ago because everything was fine, right? But it's still playing a role. It's just how much time is it going to take to catch up to you. So those are the 4 reasons. Hopefully the main reason And the true reason at some point why you miss your period is because you're pregnant. And hopefully we can get you to that point. If we correct these 4 things, we should be able to do that. Some of the ways that we can create or correct these things is by addressing the key areas that are causing it. So if you're eating too little calories or you're not getting enough nutrition, we got to work on your nutritional profile. Definitely if exercise is causing it, then we need to moderate your exercise. And just a rule of thumb is, you know, if you just started exercising hard, then pull back, just go for some nice long walks and see if that starts to change things, but you got to give it some time. If sleep is an issue, then we definitely have to regulate your sleeping patterns. Ideally, you wouldn't be on night shift, but if you are, that definitely takes a little bit more focused attention to address. But really, in the end, hopefully the main reason why you're missing this is because you're pregnant. My favorite thing to do with patients when we're working on hormone regulation and irregular cycles is to create a customized plan for them. And I do think that for most patients, that's really what you need. So try to get that for yourself, and hopefully these tools were helpful for you. If you need more information and want more information just like what I've shared here, then click on this right here, which will give you my fertility meal plan. Gives you all the do's and don'ts on how to get started with correcting and improving your nutrition and your food intake. And if you want more information about what I talked about in this video and all the resources, then click on the link below in the description. It will take you straight to my blog and give you everything you need. Until next time. Are you looking for a fertility coach? Are you looking for someone to guide you with your personal needs one-on-one? Well, that can be me. If you want more information on that, check it out right here.